Kole Hawkins. I'm currently a student here at SDSU, and I was previously a state officer in Colorado, which is how I kind of got involved with FFA, and then went to New Century Farmer and got to have some really great interactions with some Firestone employees there, as well as learn a lot about the ag industry and kind of what's coming in the future here. I grew up on a cattle ranch in western Colorado, which is kind of where my original foundation in agriculture started, but I didn't want anything to do with ag as a middle schooler and going into high school, but my dad convinced me that I should really do FFA and I should really consider a career in ag, and I had a really great ag teacher that made it so that I kind of found my path forward. FFA has played a huge role in shaping my future in agriculture, just simply because it was what really got me involved in ag. And it was one of those things where I got to see the broader perspective, because growing up on a family operation, you see what happens day to day on your operation and maybe your neighbors. There's a lot of other producers out there who have a lot of the same problems and also a lot of different ones. And so coming to school for ag engineering, I want to help solve those problems and whatever capability I can.
Firestone Ag has been supporting the FFA for a long period of time. And really it's been like our conduit of being able to connect with like the next generation of farmers. This is the group of ladies and gentlemen that are gonna, not only be the next generation of farmers themselves, but also lead the industry, right? They're gonna be connected with the OEM manufacturers, the seed companies, agronomists, financial support, anything like that. And there's a way to keep Firestone kind of forefront, but also foster the next generation in the industry that's come to take it over.
So I first met Bill in the fall of 2024 at New Century Farmer with National FFA. And one of the first things I said was, I really don't have an interest in power and machines and working in that space, but I want to understand what it is that you do. And he was still more than willing to talk about it and more than willing to help me understand that, even though I didn't really have a plan of going into that space at all. And so I think having that relationship and being able to develop that relationship outside of, him saying, well, maybe I can get an intern out of this or anything like that. It was more a true friendship versus a business contact or anything like that. That's been a really great connection to have, just because it's not all about business. He truly cares about me as a person and cares about what I do here at college and beyond. Now that I have the relationship that I do with Firestone Tire and understand all of the background work that goes into developing new tire lines and new products, I have full faith and confidence in what they put out. And so that, combined with the relationship, has helped me understand why I should be choosing a more premium brand over any other brand.
Tire knowledge is needed because the equipment's like so much more sophisticated, so much bigger, and you have so much more efficiency that you need to get out of your equipment with labor shortages and the consolidation of farming. The same equipment needs to cover so much more area of the field, right? You need to have a tire that's going to be able to operate with the new technology that you need, the heavier loads of the equipment, and you really want to kind of minimize that any kind of risk of downtime. These critical windows of planting and harvest seasons where you really have a finite amount of time where you can get in the field and maximize that benefit. And so it's going to be really critical. My advice would just be, you're not alone. Don't try to do it on your own, right? Lean on your tire dealer as a consultant and work through it together with them rather than just trying to do it on your own.
Being here at SDSU, I've definitely learned that there is a lot of research going into farming, more than you realize looking in from the outside. And I think the sustainability aspect of farming and ranching, as well as that efficiency aspect, and really combining those two until they're one, is where I think a lot of research is going right now. And seeing that makes me really excited, because it means that not only will farming and ranching have a really strong future because of that sustainability and being able to consistently produce a good crop, but also the efficiency side. So we understand where we should be spending to be able to continue for the future. I think that is one place that has made me super excited to continue in ag and super excited to be involved in the industry as a lot of this science that's happening today starts to come out.